this guy he's found himself some minutes.
Encore from a triple overtime game. Guys going with ferocity under duress of the clock. Russ mishandles it.
Et bonjour à toutes et à tous, on se retrouve aujourd'hui sur NBA 2K19 pour la suite de notre carrière avec notre élite sport. Et la dernière fois pour cette vidéo, c'était après cette victoire contre les Timberwolves de Minnesota. Et j'avais dit que pour cette vidéo, j'allais jouer contre les Trail Blazers et contre les Nets de Brooklyn. J'avais gagné quelques VC, donc j'ai amélioré un petit peu mon joueur. Juste au niveau des comptes en fait, parce que là il me reste 1600 d'ici, je peux pas faire grand chose avec, hormis augmenter d'un point en endurance, mais c'est pas la priorité. Donc voilà, donc du coup c'est parti, on va se rendre pour ce match contre les Trail Blazers de Promenade. Et ce coup-ci on va jouer en orange.
We are live from Portland, Oregon for a Western Conference
Avec
contest
bilan
with
des
the
deux équipes,
Trailblazers.
nous on est à 52
We
victoires,
welcome you
12
this
défaites,
Thursday
les
evening as we get
Blazers
set for
qui
some
sont à
exciting
24 victoires, 40
NBA
défaites.
action. And
Donc
as
en
things get
théorie,
ready to
on
roll, let's catch up.
s'imposer assez
Yeah, he's
facilement.
special, DA, absolutely. Thanks. Hey, Brent, the season winding down
Allez,
and
c'est
teams are
parti
looking at
pour
playoff
ce match
slotting. Have you ever, though,
sur
been a
le
part of a
terrain
team that
de
suffered a late
Portland.
season collapse?
I don't think the teams that I was on, Kevin, and fortunate to be on, that had expectations to go deep into the playoffs or maybe eventually participate in the finals ever had that kind of breakdown. But in Seattle in 2003, a team led by Gary Payton, I know we had an opportunity to get in, to sneak in maybe to the 8th slot. We struggled with inconsistency all year long. I don't know how big the meltdown was, but disappointing for that talented of a team to not have an opportunity to participate in the postseason.
Ah, dommage, les gars.
So here's Oklahoma City.
C'était bien joué pourtant.
AI is out there with Steven Adams. Then it's Paul George. Then there's Grant. And it's Westbrook in at the point. Minu, the pass to Lillard. McCollum with the ball. Now defended by Grant. Harkless. And the three ball is good.
Comment ça, rupture défensive, c'est pas à moi de le prendre, Damien Lillard.
Well, if you go to Lehigh, of course, you're going to make smart plays. McCollum good at sensing when his man was going to be wide open.
C'est pas rentré la rage. On va jouer avec l'anneau.
Lillard scanning the floor. Harkless on the wing. Lillard finds Aminu. This one for three. It's rebounded by
Ça aurait été
Oklahoma
encore une
City.
rupture défensive de ma part, alors que c'est pas moi qui l'ai causé Carrière.
These teams met, it was a walk in the park, and
Allez,
everybody
bon.
got
Premier
in on
3
the
points.
act. Their bench was spectacular in that win.
Well, they built up the big lead and then let the second
Okay,
unit get out there and do
points,
their work. And you're right, the guys coming in off the bench were spectacular. They put up a ton of points.
C'est Smith homme du match.
And George gets the whistle that time.
Faute de Paul
And it's
George.
his first foul of the game. Here's Lillard. Had a tough time getting anything going against the Grizzlies. He was a non-factor. 6 on the shot clock.
Ouais, bien joué.
Stolen by Westbrook.
Allez, Westbrook, tu comptes avec un dunk. Yeah.
So the pick by Westbrook on one end, and that sets up the easy transition points.
And a terrific bit of chaos there on the replay, presented by the Under Armour Hover Havoc.
So interesting with Russell Westbrook, never really touted or championed growing up, but if you go to UCLA, you have to be halfway decent. 5'8", stick figure, back in high school and came off the bench his freshman year at UCLA. I don't think anybody saw what was coming out of Russell Westbrook, but we're appreciating it now. And a terrific use of the floater, unguardable really, because you can't do anything defensively to stop it.
Nurkic dishes to McCollum. Over Grant. And the basket by McCollum.
Defender does a good job of contesting there, but McCollum's skill set and focus, they win out.
No good on the three-point try from Little. So for the Trailblazers, their last game, a loss to the Grizzlies in Memphis. Stolen by George. In the corner, it's AI. Offline with his three.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Now here's Harkless. He's guarded closely, and Jeremy Grant picks up the foul. That's his first foul. So for the Trailblazers, Biombo is checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Stauskas comes in for Harkless, and Curry subbed in for Damian Lillard. Then for the Thunder, Noel's checked in for Adams. Felton comes in for Grant, and Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Russell Westbrook. Schroeder kicks to AI. It's George on the wing. Shot clock at 6. Here's Little. A shot's good on the assist by George.
Pas exactement comme ça que je la voulais, mais c'est pas grave.
I really like the awareness, noticing that he's got the mismatch, and then he just used his size as his advantage on the layup.
To the middle, and stolen by Noel. To the inside, Felton. First shot, first basket. He's out of the block.
On commence à prendre un peu large.
Hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Curry against Schroeder. McCollum outside. Down low. Here's Aminu.
Dommage.
He doesn't hit that one. Some solid defense from Little.
Allez,
Here's
la passe
George.
tranquille.
Sinks that one from the post.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Inside, here's McCollum. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Just like it when he gets in there. McCollum using his wingspan to take advantage.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock.
And
AI gets it to go on the assist by Schroeder. 8 points for him.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
And here's McCollum. He's coming off a 16-point game against Memphis.
And also in that one, he had the opposition on pins and needles on the defensive end of the floor, recording 4 steals that night on his way to an overall stellar game.
And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. We'll return shortly.
Que le coach va nous laisser sur le terrain. Il arrête de nous sortir là parce qu'il nous saoule.
Paul George had that nasty broken leg back in 2014. He did.
My inspiration really came from my mother. You know, her.
Well, what a story, George. Oklahoma City going with a whole new group out there. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Got it. And he's now 3 for 5 from the field.
Great fundamentals and mechanics on the catch and shoot. McCollum needs just the tiniest bit of space to get that release off.
And we've seen just how incredible McCollum can be when he is feeling it. One of the few guards in the league who gets everything to fall when his shot is on. It's why he can just erupt with huge scoring nights at any given time.
Lillard the 1 with McCollum at the 2. Harkless is out there with Bismack Biyombo. And it's Nurkic in at the center position. That's the group on the floor for Portland. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, AI in their last time out against the Timberwolves was a driven player. He scored 33 points and got there the usual way. An impressive barrage of three-pointers. The numbers in that game make me anxious to see what he can do tonight. Kevin?
All right, David, thanks. He lifted his game to an unreal level that night.
Yeah, he showed how dangerous he is when he's at his best. And, man, he'd love to keep that hot streak going here tonight.
Would you guys be surprised if he doesn't keep it going? I mean, the only way to follow up a game like that is with an even better one.
And with McCollum's explosiveness, Greg, you recall he put up 50 points in a game last season.
And how about he did so in under 30 minutes of floor time? McCollum, only the second player to ever achieve that mark. Helps he started with a 28-point first quarter. When he is locked in, he can put up points like nobody's business. Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
So for the Trailblazers, their last game, a loss to the Grizzlies. Lillard against Westbrook jacks up a three. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in
Ouais,
control.
joli les gars.
That one drops for him. Grant's got his second bucket of the night.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
C'est bon, le
That's
rate,
a
Adam
look you
Sorgan,
cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
oh, joli dans l'intérieur.
An easy 2 points on the layup.
Tranquille.
George has
Promenade
got
de
7
santé dans ce
points in the
match.
game.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Here's Harkless, and misses it off the right side of the rim.
Defense has to feel fortunate. Somehow he missed
Ah,
that
il m'a pas fait celui.
opportunity.
Oh,
And
il m'a
still,
remis, il a joué.
there's no reason for them to give up that kind of open shot.
On va activer le
And you
takeover
gotta
pour les 10
like what
dernières
they're
secondes.
doing offensively, executing at a high rate and starting to pile it on.
Yeah, we're sitting here midway through the game now, and we're starting to see them take more and more control. We're
Ah,
very confident in what
43
they're
à la
doing.
mi-temps,
And so it's
tranquille,
Oklahoma City.
sans forcer. L'équipe elle gère. On fait pas un
With a
grand
big
match pour
gap
le
on
moment,
the
mais
scoreboard, the second half
l'équipe elle est au
begins with
niveau.
very different
Tout le monde
goals for these
participe.
teams. One side trying to mount a comeback,
J'ai
one
encore un
side
peu de
trying to
takeover.
protect their lead. Really an incredible game from AI.
Yeah, good things happen when you maintain composure. Their shot selection has been extremely disciplined.
Hey, Greg, is there a shot that he's taken that has been out of the flow of the offense? I don't think so.
And on the floor for Billy Donovan as we get into the second half. Steven Adams is out there with AI. Then
Yes,
there's Russell
j'ai
Westbrook.
pas contré, mais je
Then
l'ai
it's
bien
Paul
gêné.
George. And it's Grant in at the two-guard spot. Brent, we're seeing shorter training camps. I don't know if it adds to injuries or takes away from injuries with fresher bodies. What do you think about that whole philosophy?
I believe that the shorter training camp did lead itself and lend itself to more injuries last year. And one of the things that I'm concerned with, Kevin, just on a physiological level for players, is that what they are doing to prepare themselves for the season as an individual player, working on your weaknesses and doing those sort of things, is not the same as getting in a training camp and preparing yourself for your stamina, your endurance, and your wind. And I wonder if there'll be some moves in the next couple seasons about trying to get off the individual training and get back to more of the endurance stamina training so that these little injuries are just not part of a season in the future.
6 to shoot from outside the arc. And AI with the basket on the assist by George. George has got 3 assists tonight. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. Now here's McCollum. He's guarded by AI. Can't hit from 12.
Yeah, they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Offensive rebound.
Yeah, just the first miss of the half there. They have to be happy. 3 of 4 to start it off.
Here's Harkless. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line.
On va avoir le N1. Ouais, coach qui m'a sorti. Tu t'es rentré à 56 secondes de la fin du troisième quart-temps. Non mais vas-y là. Comment il abuse. Bon, il m'a laissé quasiment tout le troisième quart-temps dehors.
Free throw no good for Curry.
And they are shooting themselves in the foot here. They've lost their touch at the line. The percentage continues to drop from where it was in that first half.
Here's Luau. He's covered by Aminu. Little passes to Schroeder. Fires for 3.
Oui.
Oklahoma City with the
Bien
triple.
joué, Schroeder.
Right there, Dennis Schroeder shows some confidence by nailing the jumper.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Minu finds Nurkic, and Stauskas has it in the corner. Out to the right wing. Aminu with the bucket. Aminu's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
And that's from beyond, guys. Right back at you.
Yeah, that's a nice response there, leaving a voicemail in return from the three-point line. Looks like we're seeing similar game plans right now.
And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder in complete command. Their lead at 28 points going into the break. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We come back right after this. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Cullen is out there with Baldwin. Then it's Collins, and it's Stauskas at the 3, the small forward. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
Each one more can be pretty devastating out in transition. This is a team that likes to play fast, so any easy opportunities they'll take.
Here's McCollum, and it's AI with the rebound. And it's Oklahoma City's ball. Moore right side. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down. Moore's got 4 points now in the quarter. And here's McCollum for 3. Good on the three-point shot.
Something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
Dalton kicks to Abrinas. Here's Little.
La réponse est non.
Oklahoma City the rebound. Fires the 3. That's down the hash. Not one more to his total. That's 9 for 15 shooting.
It's not so much just the made shots, it's the consistency of the made shots that's got his team the lead.
Baldwin the pass to Collins. Well, Brent, we're seeing the Hack-a-Shack targets improve their free throw shooting. Rules changes might hurt the strategy, though, going forward.
Well, it's been nice to see that NBA players have worked on a weakness of theirs, free throw shooting in particular, to be better and be somebody who can stay on the floor to impact their teams winning. We saw that last year, Andre Drummond being a prime example. The other thing, Kevin, that we've seen too is coaches having to implement strategies, not just to do the hacking, but in terms of their substitutions and who's on the floor. So interesting thought processes from both ends, but mostly go shoot some free throws, guys. Practice.
Ouais, bien joué, moi.
Moore with the steal. Down low. It's deflected. Here's Little, and the guy throws it down.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
Terrific anticipation, using the hands. How are you not protecting the basketball in that situation?
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And there's the call. Oklahoma City with the foul. And the first one at the line is good. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And he makes both free throws.
And Steven Adams came into this league at 19, already a physical specimen, and has only gotten stronger. Just a bruising presence down low.
AI kicks to Moore. Over to the left wing. 5 on the clock. That shot wide open.
A lot of people feel like Moore has natural point guard ability, so I like to see him find the open man.
And plenty of bumping and elbowing inside as ever. Steven Adams strong enough, though, to come out on top of that battle.
Yeah, not shy at all about contact. Grew up the youngest of 18 children. He had to hit above his weight for over a decade. Now he's got the upper hand.
And a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws. Do you think it seems like young players are more receptive to stints in the G League than they were in the past?
I feel that way.
Seems that way, yeah.
Like the stigma of what was used to be the D League, and maybe it was because those were the grades that I had, that you felt a little weird about it. But now that it's the G League, and now that, like we talked about, almost half the players last year had some kind of touch with the G League. I think that stigma has mostly gone away.
Are you saying you were a G student?
Well, when I gave my mom my report card, she said, "Gee, you got 4 A's."
Collins with it, guarded now by Patrick Patterson, doubled by Little, pass to Swanigan. And it's AI
Très bon,
with
la
the
bonne
rebound.
défense, sans faire de faute.
AI's got 8 rebounds in this game.
And one team is
Ouais,
just
tout seul, non.
completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Thunder.
Dommage.
Fewer miscues made the difference.
Yeah, I mean, a great all-around effort. Not only did they minimize their turnovers, but kept the pressure up on D, forcing the other team to commit turnovers.
And what's been a solid season, to say the least, tonight's game of push, their win total now up to 53.
And their dominance continues, guys, as they sweep the season series 4 games to none.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for AI.
Just a force on the glass, did a fantastic job crashing the boards and coming up with seemingly every rebound.
Here's Trent. Pass to Stauskas. Here's Trent. Will it go? And it's good on the way in.
And every once in a while, he'll show up and give you some great moves around the hoop.
And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome.
Here's Little, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
And this is how you close out a game, not taking any chances.
Yeah, you gotta be relentless in this game, or the tide can turn on you. Not here, not tonight.
Free throw good, AI. Curry with it. He kicks it to Collins, to the middle. Down it goes. Nice one there from Swanigan.
And I love the fact that he didn't have to slow down or adjust there. The pass was just timed.
Victor 78-43, tranquille.
This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
Du coup, est-ce qu'on va gagner assez d'ici pour améliorer une caractéristique? 1499 d'ici là, on gagne. Ça nous fait 3146 ici. Il y a moyen d'améliorer quelque chose. Ah, on est encore passé à un rebond d'un double-double. Toujours pas fait de double-double.
Oh yeah, let's do it.
Non, j'ai pas envie. On chie avec ça. J'en ai marre de répondre toujours aux questions. C'est toujours la même chose. Est-ce que tu es surpris d'être rookie de l'année? Est-ce que tu es surpris d'être dans le classement MVP, dans le classement défenseur?
Hey, Shaq here. As a team, you controlled the pace tonight, seized the advantage, never really let them back in it. What was your collective mindset while trying to protect that lead?
Well, we wanted to make sure we kept the work rate really high, you know. We didn't allow ourselves to feel comfortable. Closing out games in the NBA, man, it's never easy. As soon as you take your foot off the pedal, that lead disappears. So credit to our guys for staying focused and not letting that happen.
Blah, 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 blah. Du coup, alors, j'ai dit que j'ai 3146 ici. Ok, déjà on a le 2500. 3500. Bah, je vais garder les d'ici pour le moment, hein. Je vais pas améliorer tout de suite. Du coup, donc j'ai dit que on se retrouvera ensuite pour le match face Nets. Donc, je vais faire les deux matchs là contre les Clippers et contre les Jazz, et je vous dis à tout de suite pour le match contre les Nets. Et donc on est de retour après les deux matchs que j'ai fait hors vidéo, avec une victoire contre les Clippers 68-43 où j'ai marqué 34 points, pris 6 rebonds, fait 6 passes, réalisé une interception, fait 3 comptes et j'ai perdu 2 ballons, donc une faute dans ce match. Et contre les Jazz, on a gagné 65-46, j'ai marqué 29 points, pris 6 rebonds, fait 3 passes, une interception, un compte, perdu 2 ballons et une faute. Du coup, on a gagné pas mal de ici, puisqu'on est à 6107. Ce qui va nous permettre soit de mettre l'interception au max, soit d'augmenter la rapidité latérale de 3 points, enfin de 3 points de 3 carrés, soit la vitesse, on peut augmenter de 2, on peut augmenter sinon la force de 2, et on peut augmenter l'endurance de 4. Donc on va augmenter en priorité l'interception. Comme ça ce sera bouclé et on se concentrera tout ce qui est les autres un peu plus tard. Ça fait qu'il ne me reste plus que 265 ici, mais bon, voilà, on a complété déjà pas mal de choses. Il ne reste plus que la rapidité latérale, la vitesse, la force et l'endurance. Donc plus que 4 caractéristiques à augmenter. Enfin, 4. Il y a plus que 4, quoi, mais bon, je veux dire, il y a 4 catégories, voilà. Si on veut vraiment tout augmenter, voilà, il nous faut encore 53 682 ici. Ok, donc du coup on va pouvoir passer au match contre les Nets de Brooklyn, et on va jouer avec ce maillot, que j'ai trouvé qu'il était cool.
AI, at this point in the season, I think it's safe
Ça
to say
c'est l'interview
you guys
après le
are one
match
of the
contre les
real
Jazz.
contenders for the title. What are you looking to do on an individual level to help the team achieve this goal?
Listen, I'm still a young guy in this league, and I've got a lot to learn. I've come a long way this season, but you know I can't stop and think about that right now. You know, I got to work hard, I got to dig deep, and I got to be ready whenever coach calls my number. So when I'm not playing, you can find me in the practice gym, trying to work on my game, and you know, hopefully we'll be in the finals.
On remonte l'entente de l'équipe, même s'il faudrait qu'on gagne.
You good then? Okay, thanks.
Ok, on peut zapper. Même s'il faudrait qu'en fait on gagne beaucoup plus de fans que d'avoir de l'entente de l'équipe, parce que l'entente de l'équipe elle est déjà assez bien.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
It's an interconference contest here in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, as the Thunder play one at home. We're happy to have you with us for 2K Sports midweek presentation of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan courtside with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our reporter tonight on the sideline, David Aldridge. This is the first game in the Nets road trip. 16 games off the lead. They may not be championship contenders, but a dangerous team.
I think for the Nets, they're well above the position they were expected to be in at this stage. Now the question becomes, can they keep it up in the playoffs?
And I can't see any reason why they can. I mean, they've got to be considered one of the favorites to lift the trophy for me.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out on the flip. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. Russell and LeVert in the backcourt. Samari Carroll is out there with Kenneth Faried. And it's Allen in at the center.
Seeing George spread the wealth and picking up the assist, I think he's a better player when he's sharing the ball like that.
As we look ahead to the postseason, what shift do you think needs to be made mentally for these players, Clark, to be successful in the playoffs?
Yeah, you know, I think it's relatively simple, but it's profound. It's the attention to detail, the focus, the ability to absorb what's allowing you to win and then replicate it, or what's causing you to lose and then adjust and sustain that at both ends of the floor. The number of possessions you need to win the game, and that's really the
ça commence bien, malgré le premier 3 points ratés et le contre pris dans les dents. Deux rebonds, des interceptions.
At the highest level, so you have a chance to prevail.
Here's Fareed. Paul George making his last shot. Russell with it. Now defended by Grant. Rocket 6. Pass to LeVert. Over Westbrook. Here's Allen. Pass to Carroll. He kicks to Russell. Back to Carroll.
Du coup, ils ont à nouveau une possession, même si elle va pas durer longtemps.
Lets the three fly. Connects from three-point range. Carroll's got 5.
Confidence in the three ball is something that has grown for Carroll. But where he has the green light to take these shots has helped.
Fires for 3. They get
Ah
it
non,
back.
ça rentre pas, mais si Jordan se revient, bien joué. Bien joué, Marsupilami.
And guys, this is what you like to see early on, gaining a little confidence from range.
Yeah, and you know it, Greg. Oftentimes, you get that first one to drop and your confidence rises like yeast. It's good to get into a rhythm at the start of the game, no doubt.
And that'll be Oklahoma City as it goes at about 17 possessions. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
I was able to talk to Kenny Atkinson for a minute. I asked him about the challenge of playing against a team that's so smart and under control on offense. And he said they really do a terrific job of execution. No miscues or missteps. We need to be just as disciplined if we're going to get the upper hand. And since they're down 1-0 in the season series, they'll have to do that really well tonight.
Okay, Dave, guys, how hard a job is it going to be to keep this team's shooting percentage down?
It's going to be very difficult. I mean, they move the ball well. They've got
the
defense isn't solid through and through.
And, you know, that's the important part. You've got to be locked in defensively, countering their ball movement with active, aggressive, communicating defense. I mean, that's really the only way to keep their shooters from getting comfortable.
It's good.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now, here's Felton. AI outside. No good.
J'ai même pas eu la faute.
Davis with some nice
Je pensais que j'allais l'avoir.
And so Napier will bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. 4-point game. Outside Russell. And there's the pass to Nate. Inside. Stolen by Westbrook. To the paint and stolen by Russell. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Napier with it. Now Felton defending. And stolen by AI. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
On a bien protégé notre balle.
Right there, great strength to finish through the contact.
That's exactly how it should be done. Get the bump, concentrate on the shot, and you'll get the bucket too.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Noel's checked in for Steven Adams. Luwawu Cabarro comes in for George. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Raymond Felton. Now, here's Napier. 17 points for him last game against Detroit.
Yeah, passed the ball well that last time out. Pinpoint passes and racked up a bunch of assists.
6 on the shot clock. Goes up to the stripe. And it's Noel with the rebound.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there.
And it's Westbrook missing. Dinwiddie surveying the floor. In the corner, Hollis Jefferson. Here's Napier. And that one released in time, but no good.
Dommage, ça a pris le buzzer et qu'on fera pas le rebond.
City Thunder heading to the bench with a 7.
Allez, fin du premier carton, 18-11 pour notre équipe.
The leadership of Russell Westbrook is so important to the team, and Steven Adams.
Deuxième carton, il va me sortir comme d'habitude au début.
You know, so much of leadership. Oklahoma City going with a whole new group out there, and a new group in for the Nets. Kenneth Faried's checked in for Allen. Damari Carroll comes in for Davis. Levert's checked in for Spencer Dinwiddie. And D'Angelo Russell subbed in for Shabazz Napier. In NBA history, only a handful of rookies have averaged 20 points and 10 rebounds. And Clark, you were one of them.
Yeah, it's a point of pride for me. Obviously wasn't able to be part of a playoff team in the short time I played, but did distinguish myself individually for the short time I played. And that's fairly select company. You talk 2010 guys as rookies. That's a pretty impressive list to be on. Actually, one of my peers, Terry Cummings, is also part of that first-year 2010 group.
We talked about names: Will Chamberlain, Lou Alcindor, Hakeem, Tim Duncan, Bird, Shaq. I mean, what great names!
Deuxième ballon de Perry de Montard. Oh, jolie l'interception de Paul George. Allez, conclu là, s'il te plaît.
Setting the floor for the Nets. Russell and Levert in the backcourt. Damari Carroll is out there with Hollis Jefferson, and it's Faried in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hi, Kevin. Well, AI in their last time out against the Jazz had quite a performance. He had 29 points and got there the usual way.
Joli Paul George.
An impressive barrage of three-pointers. Another outstanding outing, something that's become more and more commonplace for him. Bring it back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. It was a performance that not many players are capable of.
I know I won't forget it for a while, and you have to think he'll keep it
rolling. Encore une interception. Oh, dommage.
When you're that hot, it takes a while to cool down.
And you know what, Greg? I think defensively, they're going to be ready for him. They won't make things easy. Coming off a game like he just had, I mean, he's going to get a bunch of attention.
Napier, he's checked in for Levert. Inside, here's Carroll. Nice D from Little.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass. Really active down there, imposing his will and force, and seeing his efforts pay off.
Russell against Felton. Russell feeling it out a bit. Over Felton, and with that, the Thunder lead is cut to just 11 points in the basket from Russell. Just 4 seconds left in the first half of basketball. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder. Their lead at 11.
Il va falloir qu'on se réveille quand même un peu hein, pendant cette seconde mi-temps. Pour l'instant, 8 points, 3 rebonds, une passe décisive.
Unbelievable the way he dominated that offensive glass in those first 2 quarters. Just a great effort for him for the entire half.
Contact, il faut qu'on joue.
But persistence pays. And it takes that kind of persistence to be a successful offensive rebound. As a fellow glass eater, I know of which I speak. Those guys that rebound effectively don't give up on it.
They've got Grant. Adams is out there with AI. Then it's Paul George, and it's Westbrook in at point guard. That's Billy Donovan 5 as we get going here in the second half. That's it, and the Oklahoma City lead is down to just 12 points with the basket from Faried. To the left side wing. Here's Little. Off target from three-point range.
I tell you what, he's doing his best to contribute, but he's been out of sync, out of rhythm. Luckily, his team still is in front.
Russell kicks to Carroll. Back to Russell. 5 to shoot. Pass to Allen. Wide open look. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Adams has got 5 rebounds tonight. Passes it to Little. Hits it from three-point range. AI's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Thunder.
Hey, I tell you what, the contest on that shot was lacking. Very subpar, which is why the shooter buried.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. And Jeremy Grant, Great genes for the game, Greg. Father was Harvey, uncle was Horace, both NBA players and stars. His brother Jerian also in the association.
Yeah, and Jeremy might be the best athletically of them all. I mean, 6'8" with that 7'3" wingspan, great bounce. If he can develop his skill to match, he'll have a long and prosperous NBA career.
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Nerlens Noel checks in for Steven Adams, and Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Grant. Now, here is Russell. Very solid contribution from him as he averages over 20 points a game.
And, you know, 1 for 4, not a good start. I mean, they got to play with a little more energy this half.
Nets trailed by 15. To the middle. And Davis with the basket on the assist by Russell. Davis has got his first bucket in this one.
And you're going to take as many of those high percentage shots as you can get.
It's Westbrook with the drive. And good that time. And the Thunder lead by 15.
En même temps, je lui ai fait 2 écrans mortels.
It's the fearlessness of Westbrook.
D'Angelo, il a pas bougé.
It's
Ah si, il a bougé, mais en arrière.
refreshing to watch. When he's deep inside, he just goes right at you.
Here's Davis. It's deflected, and he's able to get it back. Yep, that
La
one
rage,
goes.
je l'avais
And
contré,
first
il a
time of the
récupéré
game
la balle.
called for Oklahoma City. Luwawu is checked in for Paul George. And then for Brooklyn, Rondé Hollis-Jefferson comes in for DeMar Carroll, and Shabazz Napier subbed in for Russell. Now here's Westbrook. He's got 7.
Je t'ai demandé en l'air, en rallye, peut-être.
Here's Dinwiddie. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. From the arc, it's rebounded by Oklahoma City. AI's got 4 rebounds in this game. Fires the 3, drains it from beyond the arc. AI's got 9 points here in the second half.
This guy knows how to get it done. He knows what he's doing out there. A nice job from the three-point line this half.
It's Davis with the drop. No good. And Oklahoma City will go with it the other way. Following this game, they'll hit the road to challenge the Pacers at Pacers Arena in Indianapolis. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. And the Thunder with some changes. Patrick Patterson, he's checked in for Noel. And it's Felton in for Russell Westbrook. Here's Dinwiddie. He's covered by Felton. Dinwiddie kicks to Napier. And the Nets miss again. The Thunder leading by 16. And one thing, Clark, about the Nets, they've shown in the last couple of years that they are willing to take a risk on players.
And in many cases, it's worked out for them, Kevin. They traded for D'Angelo Russell when his value was rather low. So taking a risk on players who hadn't worked out for other teams has paid dividends. And I'd throw DeMar Carroll in that category as well for them.
And Brooklyn has possession after the missed 3 from Little. Dinwiddie passes to Napier. And Luwawu Cabarro is going to pick up the foul.
Ah, du coup, le coach m'a sorti, il m'a fait rentrer à 4:33 de la fin du match. 49-28 pour notre équipe.
Russell finds Hollis-Jefferson. And that one is stuffed right through.
Bit of an oversized playmaking guard allows Russell to see over and around defenders. Great look there.
So for Brooklyn now, Carroll is the 3 with Hollis-Jefferson at the 4. Napier is out there with D'Angelo Russell. And it's Fareed in at the 5, patrolling the paint. And here's Napier after the 3-pointer from Little. Now Napier. Fareed outside. And too much time in the lane, they get called for the 3-second violation. And the upcoming schedule for Brooklyn. On Saturday, they'll be matching up against Rudy Gobert and the Utah Jazz. Then on Sunday, they'll be playing against Lou Williams and the Los Angeles Clippers.
You know, it might sound cliche, but a road trip like this one is a great time for this team to build chemistry on and off the court. Chemistry absolutely matters in the NBA, and these are the kinds of opportunities we need.
Even under pressure and the high energy with which he plays, Fareed keeps a cool head. Knows he has what it takes to score in the paint.
Little lays it up and makes it in. AI's got 5 points now this quarter. Dribble drive has never gone out of style. Still a primary weapon when you think about some of the guys who are best at that. Who comes to mind, Clark?
Man, there are a lot of guys that convert off the bounce at a high level. LeBron James, Kyrie Irving, one of the very best. I don't know if anybody has a handle as sweet as he. Hardness off the dribble with the drive or the pull-up jump shot. Dennis Schroeder, maybe not of the ilk of those guys, but certainly a handful when he's got the ball in his hands with a live dribble.
And so here is Oklahoma City. After the basket by Brooklyn, he gets that one. AI's got 24.
And a nice spark for their offense here in the second half. Now above 50% for the game.
And, you know, guys, that kind of offensive efficiency really keeps a lot of pressure on the opponent, and that's part of why the lead is what it is.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
Back to Felton. And there's the feed to AI. They grab their own miss. Carries it down low. AI's got 18 points just in the second half.
And you just hate to give up those second chance points.
Yeah, those are back crushers. I mean, they really crack your back when you give teams second shots like that.
Now, here is Russell. Back to Napier. Pocket 6. Shoots over Grant. And it's Napier missing. Oklahoma City leading by 22. Down low. And they're on the break. And the rebound goes to the Thunder.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Thunder.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were really the better team in just about every single category.
And the wins continue to come in fairly easy for these guys, and what's been a very strong year to say the least. Tonight will push them up to 56 wins.
Really, they had their number this season. 2 wins, a home win, and an away win.
Yeah, you know, I thought the result might be a little different this time around, but clearly I was mistaken. And now they'll have to wait till next year for a shot at revenge.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys. And look at this guy just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for AI.
You know what stood out to me, Kevin, was his confidence. I mean, he was taking a lot of good shots and knocking them all down.
Here's Carroll after the made shot from Little. Seconds left in the fourth quarter. Stolen by Westbrook. From 13. That one, no good. Some solid defense from Fareed. Pass to LeVert. Puts it up from 17. So it's the Thunder now. They lead by 24. Their biggest margin. It's stolen by Allen.
Non, Paul George, je croyais qu'il courait vers le panier.
And it's blocked by Little, and they'll keep possession.
Ah non, ils ont
The
récupéré la
shot's
balle
good
quand même.
from Fareed. Here's Little. No good.
Et non.
And when Fareed is active,
Ah bah victoire 62-40. On n'a pas fait un très grand match.
So no problem for Oklahoma City.
L'important c'est qu'on gagne. Hein. Comme ça on est sûr de rester toujours premier. On n'a pas fait un très grand match sur le plan défensif. Ah, bientôt l'insigne costaud. Ça y est, roi de la claquette. L'insigne au max. Ça faisait longtemps qu'on n'avait pas eu un insigne au max. « 1459 d'ici de plus, ce qui me fait 1724. » Bon, quand même mis 30 points, pris 8 rebonds. Par contre, on a fait qu'une petite passe. Comme message, non. Bon. Du coup, ben, je vais m'arrêter là pour cette vidéo, puis on se retrouvera la prochaine fois pour le match face aux Pacers, match télévisé, et pour le match contre les Heat, je pense, parce que les Warriors ont déjà fait deux fois en vidéo, donc on fera ça, Pacers et Heat, comme on ne les a pas encore fait en vidéo. On a 1750, non 1724 ici. On peut améliorer 1 dans la rapidité latérale. Ou 1 dans l'endurance. Bon, on va augmenter 1 dans la rapidité latérale, ce qui va nous faire passer au niveau 83. Ça fera un niveau de gagné. Il nous restera 41 ici. Après, il y aura sûrement des dossiers à récupérer dans l'application MyNBA 2K avant la prochaine vidéo. Voilà. Du coup, comme je disais, je vais m'arrêter là pour cette vidéo et je vous dis à bientôt pour la suite, sachant qu'il ne nous reste plus que 14 rencontres avant la fin de la saison régulière. Sur ce, salut à tous!